Consider the program. Alpha and beta are two arrays of 100 numbers each. See, this is the array alpha, it is having 100 numbers, and this is the second array beta, it is also having 100 integers. Then another array gamma. So this add the corresponding elements of the arrays and store the result in gamma. So what we had to do here, we had to add the corresponding elements of these two arrays and store the result in the array gamma. So here if alpha is having 100 numbers, which means each number, one number will take 3 bytes. For example, the first number will take the first 3 bytes. The second number will take the next 3 bytes. So on. So total how many bytes will be there in this array? One number will take 3 bytes. So 100 numbers will take 3 into 100 bytes, which is 300 bytes. So 300 bytes is the size of the array. Then second array also from 0 to till 300. Third array also 0 to till 300. So first we have to take the first element of the array alpha. First we have to take this element, first element of the array alpha, and then add with the corresponding element, first element of the array beta. The first two elements are added and the result is stored as the first element of the array gamma. Then similarly we have to, after the first element, we have to access the second element or the second number. So we have to access each number of the array. So here we have to use indexing. We will make use of the index register. In high-level languages also, suppose we are having an array A and we have to access each element of that array, we will take it as A of I. Like that we will access each of the elements. So to get the second number, to take the second number, we have to increment the index value. Initially the index value is 0. Now in order to get the second element, we have to increment it by 3 because one number will take 3 bytes. So to get the next number, we have to increment 3. Then incrementing we have to do in 3. Then till when we have to stop this? We have to stop when this index value reaches 300. So total 300 bytes. So when the index reaches 300, all the array elements are finished. So same addition process we have to repeat for each of the elements. So first thing what we had to do here is take the first element of the array alpha to the accumulator and then add that element with the first element of beta. Then the result will be there in the accumulator. Then store the result in the first position gamma. So this process, then next thing is second element we have to take, third element, like that we have to repeat this process. So first we can see the SIC program for this. How we will write this in SIC. And we can keep a variable for index, keeping the index value, and we have to check whether the index has reached 300 or not. So first we can initialize the index value. So LDA 0. So this is the accumulator content, we can initialize it as 0. So whatever variable values or constants we are using, we have to declare it at the end. So LDA 0, suppose this 0 is the constant 0. Then accumulator is loaded with 0. Then STA index. STA index means store accumulator content to this memory location index. So index now is having the value 0. Then LDX, this index value we have to load into the X register that is used for indexing. So LDX index. So now the index value is loaded into the X register. Now we have to take the first element of alpha and add it with the beta. So LDA, first element of alpha. So here we have to use indexing. LDA alpha means the entire array. Entire array cannot be loaded into accumulator. So in LDA alpha, we have to put this x at xth position, whatever value is there, that is loaded into accumulator. X position here now it is means 0. The position 0, the value is loaded into the accumulator. Then we have to do the addition. So here add, we have to add it with the corresponding element of beta. So add beta comma x, that means the first position element in beta. And now we have to store the result into gamma. So STA, the result is now in the accumulator. Then addition result, that we have to store into gamma. So here the array, we will store this into gamma at the xth position. So this process we have to do repeatedly. So we are taking the first element of alpha and then adding it with the beta, taking it to the accumulator and adding it with beta and store the result into gamma. Then we have to get the next number. In order to get the next number, we have to increment the index value. So for that purpose, we will LDA index value we will bring to the accumulator for incrementing. LDA index. Then index value we have to increment in 3. So add 3. 3 is another name we are using that we will declare later. Add 3. So index accumulator contains now 0 plus 3, which is 3. Then this is stored back to the index value, STA index. So index is now 3. Again we have to repeat the same process, that is looping. So before repeating the same process, we have to compare whether we have reached 300. So for 300, I am using the variable k300 variable name. So whether it has k300 means it is constant 300, whether it has reached 300. If it has not reached 300, that is less than 300 means we have to repeat the same process again. So that means we have to do the looping. So for that purpose, we can use JLT, jump less than, where we have to go LDX index, that line we have to go. So here I will keep one label. For example, one label I am keeping it here, add LP. So to this position I can give that jump instruction. So JLT, jump if less than, I can give it as add LP. Add LP I can give. So it will be continuing this process. That is less than means if it is not reached 300 means it will again go here. Then LDX index value again it is loaded. So here now the index value is 3. So that value is LDX index means 3 will be loaded here. Then LDA alpha comma x, which means x means here 3. Third position. The value in the third position will be loaded into the accumulator. That means the second number will be loaded and then second number of beta gets added and that result will be stored in the second number position in gamma. So this process gets repeated. Now, so that is the program. So now we have to declare whatever variables we have or constants we have used in this program. So here a continuation I will write here. Continuation of this program I will be writing here. So it is, so what are the variables used in the program? First we can see it is 0. So 0 is a constant. So how I will declare this? 0 integer constant. So 0 word 0 means constants again I declare using word. Then next one which is index. Index is not a constant, it is a changing value. That means it is a variable. So index reserve word, one word I have to reserve for integers. Index reserve word 1. Then alpha. Alpha is integer array. Alpha Integer array means I can use reserve word. Reserve word. So how many words I have to reserve? It is an array of 100 numbers. So how many words? 100 words. 100 word. Each word will be having 3 bytes length. So 100 words means 300 bytes. So alpha reserve word 100. Again beta reserve word similar 100. Then gamma reserve word 100. Then any other, check for any other variable. K 300 is there. So that also I have to declare. K 300 is a value, constant value 300. So I can use the assembler directive word. K 300 word 300. Then all the variables which we have used in the program, we have to declare here. So one more is there 3. Add 3, that is there. So 3, which is a constant. 3 word, it is constant 3. So like this we have to complete the program. So first we'll write the program, then whatever variables and constants we are used in this program we have to declare at the end.